First things first is assembly. You have your air filter and you have your intake. Right here you see you're going to have to unscrew these. I have an Allen wrench set. This is the size that fits. I now have it apart, and this is the formation that it's going to go back in. I'm going to place the air filter onto this tube and tighten it, and then replace this part back onto here and screw it back in with the Allen wrench. You're going to need a standard screwdriver to tighten this bracket to secure your air filter. For those of you who are unfamiliar what a standard screwdriver is, it is also known as a flathead screwdriver. In the assembly process, I ran into an issue. Go figure. While trying to place the cap back on, I realized the bottom of the cone was not going to fit. I loosened the bracket, popped off the top, stuck it back on, popped it back on, secured it on the tube, and then since it's still disconnected, I was able to pull it through enough where I can refasten the bracket and not be impeded. After you refasten with the Allen wrench, voila, there you go. The whole thing put together, ready for installation. To open the engine compartment, you just twist this just right out. So this is basically what we're replacing. This part, and I believe this part as well. I'm going to verify that. We are learning together, but make sure you watch this whole video before you start taking your car apart. Yeah, let's get into this. First, I'm going to unscrew this part here. I don't know if you can see these clips, but in order to open the filter box here, undo these clips, take this part out. Apparently this part is a little difficult to disconnect. I'm gonna try and find some catalyst. Some people are telling you to like cut through the system and blah blah blah. I would say try and keep it in one piece, whether or not you plan on keeping it, because you never know what you're gonna need if you're unhappy with what you purchased and you can't get your original one back in there. You know, just the little things. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. So for these clips here, if you don't have a lot of like easy grip strength in order to help you out here, you don't need it. So I'm using this Leatherman, just popping it in there, pressing it forward. No damage to anything, and the clip comes right off. Okay, so people say this is hard to loosen. What I really just did is I loosened this clip here, and I'm just pulling on this pipe, and it just comes right up. So I just got this part out of here. It was taking a while to get off of this tube, so I just worked it back and forth like this with pressure, and eventually it disconnected. So now we're looking at this. I like to take the filter out so I can see better, so let's do that. Put that to the side. So you can see here that we need some a different Allen wrench in order to disconnect this from the engine. So I'm going to find the Allen wrench that fits and unscrew it. Looks like we only have the 2 screws there. And it doesn't look like anything on this side is anchoring it down. So I got those unscrewed. I'm trying to lift up, but it seems like there might be something else anchoring it. So I'm going to look around for that, and then I'll let you know what I find. So I didn't find anything else. It was just a tug up. So both hands on each side, since I can't do something holding the camera, and just a little bit of firm pressure pulling up, and it was dislodged. Now that I have that part taken care of, I'm going to start disassembling these parts, which is part of the intake as well. I verified that. So this is all coming out. First thing it looks like I need to undo is this one here. The same Allen wrench is working for all of the items that I have. Looking down this way, I don't see anything that I necessarily need to undo there. Looks like here I'll have to do it backwards. And then just unhook this tube here. This tube stays in. I don't remove that one. Okay guys, here's the update. We were able to get this screw off real easy. This one's proving to be a complete jerk. So, got the screw out. With that loose, you can see it's only connected down here by this tube. Pull that out. Done. F you. The key to getting this screw out is just to use a single Allen wrench. If you have these bundles, they're too wide to fit back there in that corner. Because this sensor right here gets in your way. See where this is where the screw was? F it. Single Allen wrench and you'll be done in a jiffy. Okay, now that that's all out, see, this should lift out. Probably. Let me see. I'll get back. Okay, how I got this out is I pulled this over to the right and lifted up. So I pulled it over so this fits within here, and you can see where it's scraped as I pushed up like this. You really need two hands to do this. Look at all this extra room in the engine. You can actually see the ground. Next step, this part goes on here, that on. Oh, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm shoving the induction tube into this part of the filter so that the filter in there is completely surrounded. This part here, and then I'm generally just gonna shove it in there. So this is the finished product. You'll watch me put it in. Yeah, we literally just shove it into that wheel well thing, and it's replacing all of this useless crap. All of it. It is now recording. Shove that in there. And then handle this over here. You're going to tighten it all down. You're going to tighten this bracket, and then you're going to put a screw right here. And then I'm going to end up screwing it over here on this screw. Right here.